You say you hate suffering, and yet, you feed it every single day. You repeat the same story over coffee with a friend. You tell it again at lunch. You share it in the family group chat. It's like watering a toxic plant and then wondering why it keeps growing, getting stronger, and taking over your garden. At some point, suffering stops being something you experience, and it becomes something you are. Think about this. When someone asks, "Who are you?" how much of your answer is made of old wounds? Pain has a sneaky way of slowly turning into our identity. Buddhism teaches something simple yet radical. Pain exists. That's a fact of life, but our attachment to that pain is what truly multiplies it. The event may be long gone. The wound may have physically closed, but the story gets replayed again and again, not because it heals you, but because it's familiar. Our minds prefer what they know, even if what they know hurts. That's why you find yourself returning to the same thoughts, the same memories, the same emotional loops. It's a powerful habit that pulls you back. Letting go feels dangerous, doesn't it? As if without your past, you would simply disappear. But you won't. You don't lose yourself when you release pain. You simply stop hurting yourself. Many people hold onto their pain because they confuse intensity with depth. Pain feels intense. It's loud. Silence, on the other hand, can feel empty and uncomfortable. So, they keep the wound open, just to feel something, anything. But true depth is not noise. Depth is found in presence, in the now. And presence doesn't need a story. When you drop the pain narrative, the mind asks a terrifying question: who am I now? And yes, that question feels uncomfortable, but it's also the exact spot where your freedom begins. So, I want you to try a little experiment with me. For the next 7 days, go on a drama fast. That's right. Do not tell the same painful story twice. Not to your friends, not to your family, and most importantly, not to yourself. When the urge to narrate that old story appears, and it will, I want you to do this. Place your hand on your belly, take a deep breath, and ask yourself one simple question: does this heal me, or does it trap me? If it traps you, stop. If it truly heals you, then stay with it. But instead of talking, try writing, or breathing through it, or going for a walk. Just let the wound rest for a little while. Real self-care isn't about reopening the injury every single day to inspect it. True care is giving it the space it needs for a scar to form. Pain does not need to be your signature, your defining characteristic. You can feel everything deeply and still move forward. Those who constantly keep their wounds open often believe they are being deep or profound. But in reality, they are simply staying stuck. Healing is much quieter, it's lighter, it's less dramatic, and that's precisely why the ego resists it so fiercely. The ego loves a good story. So let me ask you one last time, without this story. Who are you? Maybe you're someone lighter. Maybe you're someone quieter. Someone who doesn't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Maybe you're someone who is simply grateful for the lesson learned, not for winning some imaginary battle. Give yourself that chance, right now, in this moment. Take a deep breath with me, and as you exhale, release just a little bit of that weight. And see what remains when the story falls away. See who is left standing. Gently, if this resonated with you, subscribe. There's so much more waiting for you on this journey.